Revelation chapter 6, verse 2. And I saw and behold a white horse, and he that saw on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. So we see four horses in Revelation chapter 6. When the first seal was opened, he saw a white horse. He saw a conqueror. He went forth conquering and to conquer. A conqueror, Alexander, Julius Caesar, were conquerors. Conquerors, or even Hitler was a conqueror. Conqueror is the one who catches, who wins countries and expands his borders. The first conqueror was mentioned in the Genesis. Nimrod was the first conqueror in Genesis chapter 10, verses 9 to 12. He conquered certain lands and he built certain cities and he set up a kingdom. The scholars, they say the first kingdom was founded by Nimrod. So this person who will be riding upon white horse will be a conqueror. He will battle, he will win countries, he will set up a kingdom. Some people think that this could be Jesus Christ because they consider the white horse and also they consider he'll be a conqueror. But there is a difference. He went forth conquering and to conquer. His victory was told in two tenses. One is present tense, another one is future tense. There is no record about his past victories. He is conquering and he will be conquering. So, whereas Jesus was connected with three times future, past, and present. If you read Revelation chapter 1, Jesus was called as a person who is connected with three times, three tenses. So he is, he was, and he will be. That's how he is called in Revelation chapter 1. But this person was connected to only two tenses. He had no past victories. Probably he never existed in the past, or probably he had no victories in the past. There are only two options. Another information was given about him. He was given one crown. Whereas, of course, Jesus also will ride upon white horse. If you read Revelation chapter 19, the second part. But Jesus has many crowns. Revelation 19:12 says Jesus has many crowns. But this person has only one crown. This person had no record of past victories. But Jesus had conquered the world. John 16:33. I have overcome the world. In Isaiah chapter 25. He swallowed, he overcame, he defeated the death. So Jesus has past records of victories. So this cannot be Jesus. This should be Antichrist. The rise of Antichrist is mentioned here. He will start. This is the beginning of Antichrist. But Jesus has no beginning. He is eternal, he is everlasting. He will conquer. Antichrist will be a conqueror like Hitler, Alexander, or Julius Caesar, or Nimrod. He will battle and he will win countries. He will set up a kingdom. So this is the beginning of the activities of Antichrist. The second horse will be a red horse. The red horse, the peace-breaking person will be upon the horse, will be riding flaming red, and another horse came out flaming red, and its rider was empowered to take the peace from the earth, so that men slaughtered one another, and he was given a huge sword. That person will have authority to remove peace from the earth. Individuals will fight. Nations will fight with one another. People groups will fight with one another. Civil wars will increase. And wars, of course, we analyzed on wars during the first White House. And Matthew 24:7. One people group will rise against another people group. Luke 21:9, there will be civil wars. 2 Timothy 3:3, you can read verses 1 to 5. In the last days, there will be terrible time. In that season, human beings will not have natural affection, natural love. They will not have, only few people will have. They too have very less amount of natural love, parental love, and affection upon children, affection upon parents, brotherly, sisterly love, friendship, and all this natural affection, natural love will decrease or will be removed. So there will be no peace between individuals, between people groups, between nations. So that is a meaning of this second horse. And third one will be a black horse. When he broke open the third seal, I heard the third living creature call out, "Come and look." And I saw and behold a black horse, and in his hand a rider had a pair of scales, a balance. And I heard what seemed to be a voice from the midst of the four living creatures saying, "A quart of wheat for a denarius, a whole day's wages, and 3 quarts of barley for a denarius, but do not harm the oil and the wine." The black horse, he will have a balance in his hand, and there will be a voice telling, and one measure wheat for a 1 day labor. For 1 day labor wages, you will get only one measure of wheat. I want to illustrate it now, 2020. In India, Tamil Nadu, 1 kilo rice is, average price of 1 kilo rice is 40 rupees or 35 to 40 rupees. But a daily wage of a labor is approximately average daily labor is 500 rupees. Now 35 rupees. A medium quality of rice, 1 kilo rice is 35 rupees. And 1 day labor is 500 rupees. So for 1 day labor, you can get 15 kilos of rice. But what will happen in these days after the rapture, in the period of tribulation? What will happen? There will be a economical breakdown. There will be a recession. There will be a famine. 15 times the prices will go up. You cannot buy 15 kilos rice for 1 day's labor. Only 1 kilo you can buy. And another propaganda will be there. Don't waste the oil and fruits. There will be scarcity for fruits. There will be scarcity for oil. That there will be a propaganda like use masks, keep social distance. That kind of propaganda lobby will go on that period. Don't waste oil and fruits. So there will be a economical breakdown. That will be a platform for Antichrist. Antichrist will be a economical leader also. Not only he'll be a military leader like Hitler, he'll be economical leader like Karl Marx. Karl Marx discovered the theory of communism. He'll be like Karl Marx. He will discover some economical theory, and he will solve the economical issue of the world, and he will succeed temporarily. He will succeed for 3.5 years. We will see it, deliberately. We will see it, I will explain it later on about that. So he will be an economical leader. So this famine, this economical crisis, now because of Corona, COVID-19 pandemic, there is an economical crisis. More than that, many times there will be economical crisis which will be a platform to Antichrist. The fourth one is, pale horse. The pale horse symbolizes death. 1/4 of the global population will be killed due to wars, famine, plague, pestilence, disease, and with wild beasts of the earth. So 25% of population will die. The fourth horse symbolizes mass death. Now COVID-19 pandemic is on. As per today's data, I have today's data with me. 23 million Around 23 million people are affected by COVID-19, and 8 pi and 80,000, 804,000 people have died. Only 804,000 people have died so far. See, 1 in 1,000 approximately. So 800 crores, 8 billion is a population of the world. Out of it, only 800,000 have died. But when the pale horse comes, 25%, 200 crores, 2 billion people will die. So before these four horses will manifest, church will be taken away, rapture will happen. Are you ready to be taken in rapture? Amen.